Tonight we've got new information about that hit and run that killed a motorcyclist on the north side of Indianapolis. Police tracked down the suspect after finding his phone and truck that police say he ditched after the crash. Our Chase Howell went back to that scene after talking with the parents of that motorcyclist. And Chase, what else did you learn about this crash?
Police say after the crash, the driver of that truck took the plates off the back of it and ran. And while that person may have left Kasen Jackson there for dead, his parents tell me those who witnessed it stayed on scene with him until police arrived. In this surveillance video from Saturday night, you can see the light turning from yellow to red. As it does, that's when Jackson and the truck collide. Jackson later died at the hospital.
We'll never have a chance to be grandparents, so we'll never get to see him took so much more away than just our kid. Just so much potential ahead of him.
Breakfast with these two clowns.
This was Jackson earlier that day, having breakfast with his mom and dad. His parents say he graduated from Ball State and was just the greatest kid ever.
Beautiful smile, good hair, good looking like his dad. Mom had a little bit to do with it and had her smile, but he looked exactly like me, just a light-skinned version of me, but a little better looking.
According to Indy Pedestrian Safety Crisis, Jackson was the second person to be killed in a hit and run this month and the 20th person so far this year. When I spoke to the founder of the advocacy group last week, he says the numbers are alarming.
You know, I hate to say this, but it's honestly kind of ghoulish behavior out of drivers here in Indy to see that, just the frequency of this happening.
Jackson's family says he only had the bike about 5 months before he died.
That kid, he loved that bike. He loved that bike. He rode it. In that 5 months, he had 5,000 miles on that bike. And just to reference, I've had a bike for 10 years and I only have 16,000. So he had a third of the mileage in not even a full season.
And as the Jackson family is grieving, they're asking drivers to pay attention to the road. We're also learning from court documents the driver of that truck didn't have a license. He's not only being charged for that, but he's also being charged for failing to remain at the scene of an accident resulting in death and obstruction of justice. Reporting here in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.